We're here to talk through the Spiral Galaxies puzzle I wrote called Think Inside the Box. And in this case, I wrote this puzzle just a few weeks ago, so I don't think the memory of it is stale enough that a speed solve would actually show too much. But I'm just going to go through and show you in general, like one of the first steps most people do in this puzzle is to actually just mark off edges where galaxies touch, and in doing so, every time you mark an edge, mark the symmetric edges off. This will actually do a set of things for you in this puzzle, like actually all these galaxies, if you track that correctly, close off. Even this galaxy here closes off. This just has not a left-right. You know, you'll have other notation you'll use yourself as you get through these puzzles. But sometimes just having these walls marked in will let you be able to see cells that are very tough to reach. And that's the main way thinking inside the box is not just about, you know, these galaxy clues that form a box. You'll see that there are 14 galaxies that really put a frame around this puzzle, but it's seeing that even a cell like this, which is literally outside the box, is from the logical context of the solve, a pretty standard kind of cell to find in this puzzle. So get to a stage where you've got a cell that really has no galaxy home right now. Like I can go back to marking all these off thoroughly. Where is the home for this green cell? And it can't come down because that's going to force, like if this were the pair for that, this would force it off the grid. So it's got to be coming up here. And this is too far away for a galaxy as far up as this to go, because if you mirror all those cells I'm coloring in, this is far off the grid. And so just being good at scanning in this this puzzle style, the cells that are hard to go, the only galaxy that works right now for this is this green cell. And so we quickly put this into the grid. We don't yet know if it takes more cells than the one we've marked, but once we've marked this in the grid, we should track other things we know, including we now have this edge. And so we're still, I guess, literally outside the box when we say, oh, here's another cell that's important, but we're thinking inside the box of standard spiral galaxy cells to recognize that now this is the only galaxy that can work for it. Like if this were in blue, it's got to cross over other galaxies. These take it outside the grid, and so marking this in, we'll now see that this is actually very tightly forced to take just these. That closes off this galaxy. This one has to join to the one to the left, but this top right cell has to join in here, so these are now all good progress. We didn't mark the right edge, it's in green over on this side, but these are known for sure. We can take this cell from this place, but now this cell here is standing out. So again, always look for the one that looks hard to reach, like this isn't red, this isn't red, this isn't red. Oh, that's the only red, so it's got to do these, it's got to connect through here. In doing that, we now know for sure this green shuts off. That marks this into the grid, marks these in. This is a style where I'm actually, I think, faster on paper than in PenPal just because of the ability to draw these edges well. This cell has to join into this galaxy, so it's coming down from here, so we can mark these edges in. All these have to be part of that galaxy too, and so knowing that this is the force shape, that closes off this, it means red is going to have more of this S-like shape. That closes off a single cell, closes off this, closes off this. This can only join to the central galaxy, so this is going to be another S and 6 cells, leaving behind 3, and that's a quick way to work through this puzzle. So as is typical for the style, mark in some borders, find some cells that are hard to join, pair them back to root galaxies. It's green to this galaxy, blue to this galaxy, red to this galaxy, and even this corner into this galaxy are some of the steps will get you the fastest times in the style. Later in this week, you'll see me going through this in paper and trying to do the same kind of technique, but in puzzles where it's much harder to know what those critical cells are, and often where there's not just one, but a few galaxies they can map to, that this puzzle is very easy as in part because when we found these spots, they always went to just one place and they gave us sure progress. So thanks for watching this instructional video. We'll see you again soon.